world during the world wars. In the previous classes, we have listened that what happened during the first half of the 20th century. The First World War has taken place between 1914 to 1918. Second World War has taken place between 1939 to 1945. After the First World War, in the world, what happened? What was the conditions of the world countries? This we have to learn so carefully. Listen here, the economic depression. The economic depression, it is also called the Great Depression. Economic crisis. The economic crisis was between 1929 to 1939. So what are the features of the economic depression? Economic depression, it was not only taken in one country, throughout the world it was taken place. Here, during this period, 1929 to 1939, in this 10 years period, the world countries faced severe crisis. The factories production has demand decline. Why means the factory production has very short, there was no full production in the factories, there was very short supply, and there is no great employment in the industries. As a result of unemployment, there was a demand decline. Due to the demand decline, the prices of the goods was risen due to the short supply. Unemployment was increased. Due to the short supply, the prices of the goods are increased. The youth took to criminal activities. So this was happened through the world. So here first we have to see carefully. First, demand declined. Due to the demand decline, the factory production was very short. Due to the factory production very short, the prices of the industrial goods are risen. So here, due to the short supply and due to the demand decline in the factories, the workers are so lessened. This is the cyclical effect. Due to this cyclical effect, there was massive unemployment. This massive unemployment has taken place through the world. This was taken 1929 to 1939. Once again, we have to listen carefully. 1929 to 1939. So here, if you see, observe in the USA, 25% unemployment was there. 25% unemployment decreased. That means unemployment was decreased 25% in USA. In other countries, 33% unemployment was decreased. That means there is no work to do. Due to the unemployment of the work, millions of people became the pauperization. The people became so poverty. Next, so there is no demand for the any production. It may be industrial production or agricultural production. So here agriculture production price decreased to 60%. There was no demand for the agriculture production also. During the Great Depression, in this period, completely there is the short supply. Completely there is the short supply. It may be from agriculture or it may be from industries. There is no employment. Due to the short supply, the prices are increased. The people has no purchasing power. Totally the world became the pauperization. So in this way, the economic depression has taken place. The communist economist Marxist, he said that the Great Depression has taken place due to the capitalist based economy. It is removed through the establishment of communist government. So we can understand here, in Russia already there is the communist revolution. Due to the communist revolution, communist government was formed in Russia. The Russia did not face the economic depression. Why means Russia followed the communist government. The world countries followed the capitalist government. The countries which faced the capitalist government faced the severe economic crisis. Karl Marxist economics said that this kind of crisis can happen due to the capitalist economy. In the same way, other economics like J.M. Keynes said that during this situation, the state is the main response. During this situation, the state invest fund and create the employment opportunities. So this statement is given by the J.M. Keynes. During the situation of economic depression, Franklin Roosevelt, he was the president of America in the year 1932. He announced the New Deal policy. Franklin Roosevelt, he was the president of America. He announced the New Deal policy to help the victims of the Great Depression. He helped firstly in America, those who are the victims of the Great Depression. Afterwards, the New Deal policy was applied to the world countries also. He reformed the financial institutions worldwide. Franklin Roosevelt. Next, social security schemes were also set up by America. Social security schemes. Social security schemes means these are the features of the welfare state. The welfare state features are the old age pensions, needy children pensions, handicapped people pensions, widow pensions. Next, the people who have no father and mothers got the pensions, unemployment insurance, unemployment doles. These are the features of the social security schemes. If you compare USA and Britain already even before the Great Depression, Britain followed the social security schemes even before the Great Depression. That means before 1929, Great Britain has started the social security schemes. What are the social security schemes? Old age pensions, that means retirement pensions, needy children, that means without father and mother, handicapped, they got the social security schemes, unemployment doles. Next, sickness insurance. So these are the social security schemes. So these social security schemes also followed by Britain even towards the end of Second World War also. End of Second World War means the Second World War started in the year 1939 to 1945. Up to 1945, Great Depression, and up to 1945, the Great Britain followed the social security schemes, and even after Second World War also, it has started the social security schemes. Next, so we have seen about the Great Depression worldwide. Now see about the Germany. In Germany, what was the conditions of Great Depression? We have to see carefully. So here, during the Treaty of Versailles, it was conducted in the year 1919 in the France, in a mirror palace of Versailles. In this Versailles conference, only the victorious powers attended. In this victorious powers attended, they got the decisions that Germany is the main cause for the World War I. So Germany has to pay the war damages to the victorious powers. Here, anyhow, Germany had to pay to the war damages. For that purpose, Germany made the printing the currency notes. As a result of printing the currency notes by the Germany, the currency notes lost its value. So here, one could say that to buy a loaf of bread, one could carry a bag of currency note. Generally, if you want to buy a loaf of bread, just 10 rupees we shall take to the Kirana shop. But those days in Germany, to buy a loaf of bread, a bag of currency notes was carried to the Kirana shop. Why means the currency notes lost its value. The reason for the printing the currency notes, which purpose the currency notes were printed? To pay the war damages to the victorious powers. Next, by the year 1932, industrial production was lessened to the 40%. Industrial production was lessened to the 40%. During this Great Depression, in any country there was a so short supply. Due to the short supply, the demand of the goods were increased. There was increase the prices in the goods, but to buy the goods there is unemployment. There is no work. The youth took the criminal activities. The youth queued up at the employment exchange to get the job opportunities. Only one job is there, but 5,000 youth queued up there. 5,000 for one job. There was so demand for one job only. So that means this totally due to the Great Depression situation in Germany. Next, the youth has placards on their neck that there is willing to do any work. The youth in Germany, they have the placards on their neck. On that placards, willing to do any work. There was no employment. Any work the youth was ready to do. The youth played placards simply. Only here in this Great Depression, organized workers survived themselves. Organized workers only survived themselves. The savings of all kinds of people diminished. Only organized people were survived in this Great Depression.